Jesus Christ. What's up, guys? Shadow Steel here. Welcome back to another episode of Railroader. It's been a while and I've been busy, as you can see. We've got a lot of cars to take up to the next piggyback service, and it's early morning right now as we take this train over Red Marble. Well, over the bypass. I think a couple episodes ago I showed off this bypass, and we're still using it quite a bit with these heavier long distance intermodal freights. So if you don't, so I actually have the Z freights, as they call them, the intermodal freights, or the Z trains, or the Super Cs. As the crew name is called the Super C. And then this whole train is part of that, the westbound. And then we have an eastbound that goes the other way that is supposed to go on the next, later on in the day. But because of just how many cars I'm getting a day, I've actually got multiple SD40s handling this job now from end to end. But yeah, what you can see just how long this train is. The first half of the cut is actually cars that are all going to interchange. So all the loaded cars are up front, and there's like a little gap with the empties. So we've got quite a bit to take care of here, and I will probably just use this video as the intro or outro of another video. But yeah, we'll get started shortly. So yeah, the train has, so our intermodal is on its way to Andrews, while the other one is actually out inbound to go to Silva, which both interchanges have just been serviced as of right now. And I'm trying to get over to Andrews here while I'm not trying to fall through the earth. It is not like the load, honestly. Okay. Alright, so you're the one that we need to move out. Okay, so where are you at? Oh, you're at the signal here. So yeah, this is our train for Silva. This is our our eastbound train. It's not as big, but it's still kind of a heavy train. It's still kind of a long train here, being about 3,715 or no 75 feet here. So we're dealing with a long train there, and we've got quite a few cars to still deliver here. Okay, so he's arrived here on time. Good. We'll kind of sort this a little bit here. We've got a coal drag over here too. So let's do this, because I know that one of our passenger trains has to get around this mess too. So we'll head. You'll head. So this intermodal freight. This intermodal freight will be heading out as far as Barker's, where he'll meet with the stopping passenger train, and then from there we will send him up as far as Dills, where he will be continuing on further from there. So now let's get you road control. I'm going full throttle here. Go ahead, clear to proceed. Okay, and then while he's going, waiting for the brakes to... Oh, he's got a stop signal ahead of it. Yeah, that's right. Because I think the switch is locked. Is it unlocked or unlocked? Oh, it's locked. Okay, so it is locked. Alright, so we gotta flip the switch out there. And he's on his way up. So hopefully the other train gets up out the hill. Okay, I'm gonna flip these switches here so we can get them out. Okay, flip the switches, Thomas Valley. And we're going to send him out to... Okay, you need to get out of the way, because the stopping passenger train is still sitting in the yard at Dills. We'll get him out that way, and then we'll set these switches here. Set that switch to normal. He's going to get the reverse track there. Move it there. Tracks are lined for Whittier. Whoops, wrong track. There we go. There you go, you're clear to proceed. Under the horn. Clear to proceed. We'll get this train up the hill. And then once he's out of the way, Where is our westbound here? There's another ding. What was that at? Whoa, he's leaving Roto now. Okay, cool. So the other train's still not out of the way. But because of how slow he's been moving, I don't want to move. I don't want to kind of have him stall there. But I think he might stall out there. Let's see. Where are you? Frisco. There he is. He's traveling at 10 miles an hour. He's doing okay. Looks like track speed. Track speed is like 25 miles an hour on that bypass, but he's going about 10 miles an hour right now. So let's see. Nice horn. So it is train 33. There you are. I'm gonna set over there. Okay, we also got a few other mods installed recently. So while this is loading in and everything, we're gonna get the. So our new mods are sitting right here in Dillsborough Yard. A set of E-units for once. So I wanted to. So these E-units are from a different modder. They're painted in the Mopac, the Missouri Pacific livery here. And the only thing different on them is that the color blue that's included with them have actually increased the bright blue on it to match up with the passenger cars. Mainly because I'm going to try and match up, see if they can handle the train, the express train, on their own over Red Marble. If not, we'll send them over the bypass from now on. Okay, sir. Alright, stop. Stop. Get these tender filled up. This locomotive, and then we'll send him out to the yard. And then I think he's service. Okay, yep, you got enough water on you. Close the hatch, turn the spout. And because you kind of fell behind here, I'm gonna send this up. I do wonder how many cars we got for interchange, honestly. Did we get 90 cars at Andrews and 68 cars at Silva? Alright, not too bad. Silva always seems to get the less amount of cars lately, which is actually pretty good because it allows us to handle a lot more of the pick up a lot more cars along the way for Andrews. And so the way I'm operating my railroad from now on is all the power gets swapped at Bryson. We've got big power to go over to Red Marble grade, and then the smaller locomotives will all take the challenge over to, we'll take the run over to, to Silva. Because the grade out to Silva is a little less steep. It's about, I want to say it's like 1% at most, almost like 1.5 at most. Okay, we didn't get much. Mostly cars for Rob Gap by the looks of it, actually. Okay, looks like it. The main waypoint control, you're going to go 20 miles an hour. You're going to send the train up here to the interchange. Okay, send that up there. Make sure he's lined out of the yard here. Okay, he's good. Alright, I gotta keep an eye on the Frisco unit, number 711. He's going about 10 miles an hour still, but he's climbing the hill pretty nicely with his massive consist. I actually didn't check the weight on this. We just picked up some cars for, we did pick up a lot of cars for, and from Bryson earlier for Andrews, so. What do we got here? Oh, Jesus H. Christ. It is 5,473 tons, 83 cars, and probably a mile long at this point. Yeah, it's definitely a mile long because we're just climbing up this hill here. So there's the cutoff There's two different cutoffs here. There's a cutoff right here that allows you to split off right at Graham County to get on the 2%. So this grade, the bypass is 2% is a 2% grade. And climbing up that way. And it makes it a lot easier to climb the grade. I believe the stopping passenger train should be near, because it just left Rodo, so I think it should be on the way here. Okay. Push comes to shove, we might send out... Oh, there he is. I see his smoke off in the distance. Still climbing the grade here. There it is. They actually climb pretty fast, honestly. Much better than the... So, I had to double head each of the stopping passenger trains from now on because of just how steep these grades were and how long the trains were. So, from now on, they're both being double-headed with long... Well, with mountains. Penzi Mountains, M1s. And they have the long-haul tenders, too. So, they can run from end to end without refueling. It's very nice, honestly. I was honestly considering to add a Pacific to the fleet, a Penzi K4, but decided against it because there's no real need for it right now. Plus, with how the railroad is operating currently, there's no real need for any of this. Okay. So, the grade percentage is the key factor I'm worried about here. Okay, that's the top of the grade here. This is the top of the grade. So once he gets off this particular point, he should be good to go. And I can hear him revving up here. Jesus Christ. Ugh, the train's over a mile long and I'm dealing with a whole mess of shit. Yeah, oh my god. It's still, it went around the loop and it just looped around itself. I've done that only a few times already, where the train has looped around itself. Always impressive, honestly. Okay. With that done, we also have a stopping freight over down here in Nanta. We're actually tacking, while the stopping freight was coming through, or the intermodal freight was coming through, we had a car, oh fuck. We were putting in this car. So what we're gonna do here is get him on his way to Wesser next, because he's the stopping freight. He doesn't really have much to do until he gets to what's it? What's the word? Yeah, Bryson. Bryson is the one that needs, like, Bryson is a very big hub city, and I'm thinking of adding a few more track mods, honestly, to keep things moving along. Okay, so he's arriving. By the sound of it, the stopping passenger train has finally got to top. Then he's gonna have to sit there for a little bit while the intermodal freight gets around him. But once he gets clear of the switch back there, we'll immediately send the intermodal around him. Okay, that switch needs to be realigned there. Realigned. Clear to proceed. Actually, no, we'll keep that red. Because what I want to do with that intermodal train, he needs to stop before he gets to Andrews. Because the intermodal yard at Andrews is just before that signal. Or just after that signal. So what we're doing here, make sure that the intermodal service gets tied down there. Alright, let's flip the switch there. Keeping an eye on the Frisco unit. He's going 11 miles an hour. He's actually picking up speed finally. So I think the grade is lessening out there. So that's good. Alright, coupler open. Coupler's open. Approach Silva West. Stop, top and east. Okay, they're clearing out the yard. Okay, what do we got here? We got talc. Talc. I think all these are for talc. That's good. You can actually follow that guy out of the yard pretty quickly here. Alright, go ahead and grab it. Okay, lock the switch. And you're going to Wesser, so you're not picking up any cars at Hewitt. That's the That's this locomotive's job. So this is one of the switches I have at Nantahala for the switching operations out here. I've also got 2 helpers, 2 red marble helpers. I need to get a couple more, honestly, because we are pushing the limits of these trains out here. Holding on a red block. And then we need to get the other signal cleared. He's cleared out. So he's on the siding. He's going to be on the main. Well, that's the stopping passenger train. We don't need to worry about that. And you're going to Wesser. So you're clear to proceed all the way through to Wesser. Okay, Nantahala. He's going to go all the way to Wesser, where he's going to drop off that National Forest, National Parks car, which actually, rather than actually just taking the train out there, we're just going to do this. We're just going to use the map and move our camera all the way over there. There it is, Wesser. Okay. It's going to take a lot more editing than I would like to do, honestly. That opening segment with the massive diesel, the massive intermodal freight, literally was 10 minutes long. One of the longest segments I've ever had on this channel. Like, the longest train I've ever had on this game so far. Okay, ready to proceed. We still got the I think that's CNJ. No, not CNJ. CN&W on that one. That's the CN&W whistle. Okay. You are going to tie this up. Let's track 4. And I think these are 2 are for track 1. Yeah, both of these are track 1. Got it. We're going to send you down onto the main here at Nanta. That's Topton. There it is, Nanta. Okay, he's clear to proceed to Hewitt, where we're going to do the servicing. And servicing the industries here. We're going to pick up the cars while we're at it. A little bit of switching here. Let the intermodals take care of the jobs. Okay. You can go over there. Oh, there's a lot of cars coming out for Andrews here. Holy crap. Did they... I don't know. Weird. I have to take those cars out before we head out. Or put these in, honestly. I think everything's good for Andrews here. Not everything. Not fully loaded. And the Frisco unit is picking up speed. That's good. Oh, it's because he's at the top of the grade. Cool. Pretty much the top of the grade. That's good. Because this is kind of the last bridge before the grade levels out and we go down grade. I've had bad luck with these trains on this hill. Thankfully, it's not been too bad. You got a thumbnail shot of the trains passing each other here at Topton. Trying to get through, eh? You got the 2 Pacific sitting out here. Or two mountains, that's it. The 2 mountain train. 2 mountain class locomotives. There we go. This is also a good potential shot for a video. Get this just right here. And yes, it's got the Frisco's 1522's bells. Any mountain class locomotive I have on this railroad is going to be using the Frisco 1522's bell. There's no doubt about that. He's trying to get to the station platform, but he can't do it because he's waiting for the massive behemoth of a train to come through. Okay, here he is. Going around the corner here. He's got the high green. Oh, right. Hold on. I'm going to do something here real quick so I don't get the sound of the bell going off repeatedly. There we go. Okay. Alright. This should be our thumbnail shot for this video. Wow, we've already been recording for 30 minutes. I've been trying to get this train up the hill. A good chunk of that time is not going to be in here, so... I probably definitely have to edit this a lot more than I thought. A lot more to do here. Oh, good. Another stop. Where is it? It's still slugging it out up the grade. When the switch is open over there, so he's not going to stop at the switch. He's classified as road freight. Oh, there he is. I see his headlight. There they are. There's the intermodal. He gets clear. The amount of frames I'm getting right now is not great. But that's mainly because of how many cars are in this one area right now. And high poly cars, I might add. Alright, he's got the... There he is. Sounding the horn. I should probably put some BN units on this train, honestly. The amount of frame rates. This game is always notorious for how bad it runs at times, especially when you get a lot of cars in the yard. A lot of cars on this train here. Like I said, it was 83 cars just now coming through Topton. Alright, so he's coming down to Andrews. In fact, actually, because he's on a he's on the AI engineer, he's going to be running all... He's on the road... He's the road engineer. I'm going to set a fusee just before the to the intermodal yard, where we'll drop off the freight cars over there, and then everything will be good there. Should be good here. Okay. Fusee. There you go. We're good. So he's got a fusee there, so he's good to go. There's our oh dear God! I just noticed the time. Oh no, we're good. We still got a little bit of time before the westbound stop and factory train has to leave, so we should be good. Oh God! And here you are. Okay. A lot of cars for Bryson there. Rob Gap there. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what cars to take out and how to organize this, because we have a lot of cars still to organize for Bryson and everything. That looks it. Okay, we got a couple. Oh, yeah, that's right. We started Snowbird Paper today. That's going to be fun. He's at top now, so that's good. Okay, that's Andrew's coaling tower. That's good. That's for the diesel tower. Good. Okay, Snowbird Paper. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting to sort out Snowbird Paper today. A lot of cars for Snowbird. What's that? Nantahala Coal. A lot of cars for... Yeah, we got a lot of cars today for Andrews. Let's see. How many cars do we have for Bryson? Not very many, actually. Okay. That's good. Yep, no shit. Alright, we're gonna get you out of the yard here. Oh, shoot. There you go. Lagging is a pain. There we go. We're good to go. At this rate, I'm going to be at the point... This game's at a point where it's like... Not happy with what it does. That's all Silva. Holy crap. Yeah. Okay, so the last two cut of cars are for Silva. And then this... Okay. I see what's going on now. We got a kind of a mix of cars here. Okay, I see what I'm doing here. That's gonna be interesting. Union Lumber Company, eh? Okay. Get those out of the way. There we go. We're going to take these cars out of the way here first. Oh, oh God. Okay. Take the brakes off there. Oh my God, the amount of... the frame rate is not happy. Okay. And then, let me see here, on the yard. Okay, he's coming into Western now. He's at Western now. So, he should be cleared. There you go. He's cleared through Topton. Or, well, cleared through there. And he stopped at Western. So, I'm assuming he's stopped to drop off his car. Yeah. Okay. No, wait. He's just still pulling up. He's gonna be in the block, though. Oh, no, he's not in the block. He's just sitting there. So, he's just slightly in the block. Okay. Okay, tie the brakes on that car. Cup open. Drop you off over there. Let's go in there. Yep. Alright, we're good. Alright. That's good. Oh, yeah, it's just barely in the block there. Okay, fair enough. We might be able to get him out as far out as Bryson now, honestly. So, 600. You've dropped off your... We have some cars we've dropped off here, so we should be good there. Oh my God, the amount of cars in the yard. Jesus. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting situation here with this. We're going to need to... Yeah, what we're going to do is going to take the switcher out, and we're going to unhook the cars unhook the last couple cars here for Nanta, or yeah, Nanta, how that consists. We're gonna go because we need to run around this consist anyway, so we can get it sent out to the Bryson piggyback tracks. Okay, got it. And then this is what we're gonna do. Select. Here, come on, get over there. Gonna hook into the caboose there. We're gonna take off those 2 cars. Because actually, we have a couple cars and engines right here that need to be dropped off as well. Uh-oh. What do I get paid? Oh yeah, the Reading car. Yeah, that's right. All right, we're doing okay. Jesus. Been recording for about 50 minutes now. Running late. Leaving topped in, running 6 minutes late. That's fine. As long as you get out of the way at Nanta, we should be good. And yeah, he's good to go through Nanta to the depot. 290. Wait. Oh, was that the gondola that we dropped off? Yeah, that was the gondola we dropped off. We did not get the Huh, interesting. Okay, line of switches. He's good to go back up the hill. And then number 290. Okay. Yep, that was the car we dropped off. I got some cash in it. Okay, brakes off. Coupler open. Okay. It's an interesting situation with National Park Service here. Okay. Okay. Alright, so what we'll do here is we'll send him as far out as, bang, to Bryson. Okay. 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 So he's clear to proceed. Yep, there we go. Okay, so what we'll do. Coupler open. Alright, now we'll run this guy here. Clear to proceed. He's going to be going all the way to alright, good all the way through. And he's going to be on the reverse track there, so he should be good. And where did... Oh, he's in Ella right now, so he's good to go. He's still climb... Oh, nope, the switch is lined incorrectly. There we go, you got the clear now. That's why we got the notification earlier. It was because one of the trains was stopped. I didn't even notice that on the corner there. Train 33. There we go. That's you. Okay, so this is the locomotive we got. Alright, we're good. Okay. So he's serviced now, so we'll turn the hatch around. Release the brakes. Brakes on. And stop. Alright, we're good. He's good to go. They're fully serviced, ready to roll. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. I see what happened. There's the issue. So he's most likely didn't drop off the cargo. Yep, that's what I thought. I figured it was too far over. That interchange should be a little bit bigger. Because right now... Yeah, so the locomotive is on the interchange, not the actual car. That's weird. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? We got win for the Andrews piggyback. Oh, we got a couple of piggyback cars there. Okay, this is what we'll do. Take you. Okay, he's going to pick up those cars. Okay. Okay, I see what's going on here. I'm trying to organize things over here, and it's going to take us a little bit of time. Oh, God. Not very much. Alright. So we got a couple cars here to organize, and that's about it. Oh, not much for Bryson here at the interchange. Cool. Bang! Okay, we're going to unhook from here. Couple are open. And then we're going to cook a couple into this cut of cars here. And get this out of the way. Yep. Alright. Alright. Well, we probably should pull that back a little bit further back so we don't roll off. Maybe not. Okay. Alright, brakes off. Got it. Alright, let's get some cars out of the interchange. Oh, yeah, we got a car for interchange over there. Oh, these are all empty? Jesus. Alright, so what do we got? The P1, P2, P2, P2. Okay, that's P... Okay, I see what's going on here. I'm trying to organize... I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here, because I need to really do some work here. Really concentrating here. Alright, so we'll get this cut of cars. Okay, here we go. We'll set those up. That's cars coming out too. Holy crap, everything's coming out. Cool. We got a lot of cars coming out now. We still have not unloaded those limes, eh? Oh, well, they're unloading. Well, then it's this one here. Oh, dear Lord, the amount of noise here. Alright, cars are loaded. He is ready to roll. Let's get okay. Alright. So that's cleared out. He's out of the way. Alright, come on. Okay. Alright, we're gonna send you backwards here so we can get you hooked into the rest of the train. Alright, line the switch. Alright, we're good. So these E units have a little less tractive effort compared to the F units, but these are F7s, those are E3s. So not too much power, but they're a little less. Alright. 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 Go. Alright, so there we go. We get this guy out of the way, get him serviced, and then from now... So actually, you know what we'll do? We'll send this up to the express train, because this has been serviced, ready to roll. So get him out of the way. Oh, fuck. There we go. Waypoint. Okay. Send it off over there. Good to go. Alright. Pull you forward so we get you serviced. Alright. And it looks like we'll need to fill up the auxiliary tender with full thing of water. And then from there, we should be good. Alright, stop. Okay. Okay, he's got the clear. Okay. Yeah, he stopped. He's clear to proceed. All right, off you go. And yes, it's using a Leslie A200 horn for the on the E units because that's the best thing I could think of. Off you go, sir. Get to the express train and we'll get it back down here. Alright, that's done. And then these Norfolk, these southern units will probably be our next outbound intermodal train once we get the train set up. There are a lot of cars for outbound tracks here. Okay. How are we doing on the coal on the hopper there? Not too bad. Should be fully loaded soon. Okay. And I think the stopping passenger train should hook into its train soon. Alright. Alright. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Whoops, shit. Wrong button. Well, actually, now that I think about it, we've been recording for a bit, and I've got a lot of footage here to sort through. So, with that said, and we'll get this service going shortly here. But like and comment down below, subscribe if you guys want more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.